Whew, what a week it has been. This is the highs and lows of full-time travel. We've been full-time traveling now for over a year, and we wanted to start giving people a little bit more of the behind the scenes of what it's like to travel as a family. So we're going to be doing a weekly update, highs and lows, everything in between, what we've been up to, so you can come along for the journey of what we do, because it's not all roses, it's not all theme parks and adventures and things like that. So we are now in
Kuala Lumpur.
And we're located in Bukit Bintang, which is right in the centre, and that's been all right, hasn't it, boy?
Yes, we get to look at our KL Tower every day, and it is so amazing at night time. At the moment, it lights up like a rainbow.
We're happy where we are, and we're here for a month, so we're going to explore KL once again. We love this place, and it's our second home, basically. And like we told all you guys, we would be back, and we're actually going to be back. We're here for a month, and then we're going on a cruise, so we're going to take you along for that journey, and then we're going to go to Japan and South Korea for a month, and then we're back here for another 3 months. That's how much we love this place.
Yeah.
Now, we arrived 4 days ago? 3 days ago.
Sunday night, and we are now Thursday. So we're on the fourth day.
All right, let's catch everyone up on that flight and how it was.
Right, so we had a little bit of drama with our flight to start off with, because AirAsia would not let me do self-check-in. Just blatantly could not self-check it. So anyway, so he decides to change his seat at the gate. Now, I'm not sure if the lady didn't understand him or what was going on, but we had booked him a hot seat. So we paid the extra to get the legroom in an emergency exit row.
Would highly recommend, if you're over 6 foot, the AirAsia seats are smaller than an average flight plane seat. I would highly recommend getting the hot seat for an extra $70 to be a little bit more comfortable.
So anyway, so she changes him, and I looked at the row that she put him in, and I was like, I don't think that's a hot seat. Like, I really don't think that's a hot seat. Anyway, so we went through all the immigration and everything, and he gets stopped again at passport control and had to rescan his passport. I have no idea what was going on with you this flight day. Like, everything
it
stopped
wasn't going right, was it?
We just stopped at you.
So yeah, flight was relatively uneventful. We rocked up to Kuala Lumpur. So
we were 40 minutes early too. So AirAsia got on AirAsia. Well done. We were 40 minutes early. Yeah.
So we got here, and we have met a lot of families since we've been traveling like this, haven't we? And one of the families we absolutely love whenever we see them is the Hutchinson family. If you haven't yet, we're going to leave a link to their profile below. No doubt you guys have seen them before though. The Hutchinson family, a lovely family, amazing people. And we were super excited because they were going to be here for 5 days while we were here in KL for the first week. And we thought, what a great opportunity to catch up with them before they head off on their next adventure. So we've been teeing up with them to organize to catch up. And, you know, they were trying to pack and things, but we managed to catch up with them on that first night. You know, we got basically in at 5 o'clock, dropped our bags off, basically
sat around for a little bit.
Sat around for like 15, 20 minutes, and then we headed off.
Like, all right,
and got some dinner. So we got to catch up with them. We got them a few gifts, which they really, for the girls to hang off their bags. But it was really good to see them. But we were tired, they were tired. So it was a bit of a write-off.
Long day.
So, but what we did find out is that their eldest child, Olivia, was having her birthday, and she invited us to come and spend the day with her the next day. So the next day, we went rock climbing.
We did. We were up nice and early. We were in our grab. We had to go to the other side of KL City.
To KL East.
KL East Mall to Camp 5.
Did you enjoy it, boys? Yeah. It was so much fun. I realized how weak I actually was. I was getting taken to school by Chris, who's the patriarch of the Hutchinson family. He's quite a fit individual, and I really did struggle. You know, all the muscles up here, there's a lot of weight behind it. So, yeah, I was like trying to lift myself up the rock climbing faces, and I got it pretty tough. I did start getting the hang of it towards the end. I started using my legs, but it was really, really good fun. And, you know, the thing is with this kind of traveling, it can actually get quite lonely. This is the thing with it. It can get quite lonely, especially, you know, as much as we love to spend time together as a family, sometimes it's nice to go and meet other people. And so we've always tried to make an effort to catch up with others. And the Hutchinsons, we're all very similar. So it's very easy to talk to them. It's very easy to catch up. We have a lot in common. So it was just nice to spend the morning with them doing something active. And then we went and had some lunch.
Yeah.
What did we have for lunch again?
We went to the, is it Surya? Surya KLCC.
Oh yeah, we went to Surya KLCC.
Food court that overlooks the lake at the KLCC park.
Which is directly under the Petronas Towers. We made a TikTok on that. We basically just picked up some noodles. I had a chili pan mee, which is by far my favorite meal in Malaysia. So chili pan mee, Pauline had some noodles,
Yep.
and the boys had a pizza. So we quickly got a bite to eat, and then we're on to our next event that Olivia wanted to do, which is go and see a movie.
Yep. And we were running pretty late by this time. Like, we were on a timeline because the movie was going to start. So we literally had to run across the KLCC park, through a mall, out the other side, through another mall. Like, it was crazy to get there, but we did make it there on time.
You know, Malaysians, you know how to do cinemas.
Oh, yeah.
It was incredible. We went to the Pavilion Cinema,
Yep.
and it was awesome.
Yeah, and we specifically chose I think it's called the Family Hall, because there's obviously different types of cinemas in there, like a standard cinema and this family one. So we decided, why not? They're the same price. So we chose the family cinema, and all the rows were different animals.
Yeah.
So it was like a panda and a frog and a tiger or something. Anyway, all the chairs are coloured and they had the animal's picture on them and stuff like that. The only problem with you is your legs were up.
Yeah,
your ears.
didn't stop both myself and Chris having a nap. At one point, I was asleep, and at the next point, Chris from the Hutchinson family was asleep. We both got photos of each other, but yeah, it was, I don't know what it was. It was just a long day, you know, it was hot, and it was really nice and cool in there. And even though the cinema was super loud, there was bangs and crashes, because we went and seen Kung Fu Panda 4. Highly recommend that movie, or the part I seen anyway. You recommend it? Was it good?
I highly recommend it. Tamira and I were like fixated at the screen of like what was happening next. We didn't even care what the kids were doing, but like, whoa, this movie is so cool.
But the cinemas here are so affordable relative to Australia. The next video we're going to make after this one is going to be if you wanted to move to Australia, what you could expect.
Yeah.
And like to go to the cinemas in Australia, you're looking at like $17 Australian a ticket, which would be what? About 45 to 50 ringgit a ticket.
Yeah.
And then your popcorn would be 30 ringgit a box, at least, like $11,
Yeah.
like 33 ringgit a box.
Yeah.
So it's absolutely nuts considering, you know, here it's like a half of that.
I know, and these cinemas are pristine.
Yeah, our cinemas in Australia, they're not pristine. It's not.
No.
So it was really awesome to go and see a movie.
Yeah.
That's something we're going to try and do more of while we're here, is just go and do more activities like that, because that was good fun. We wouldn't normally go and see a movie in Australia because it's too expensive, but it was really good to see a movie. And then from there, we had dinner, right? Or did we?
No, we decided to split off because by the time that finished, it was like 6:30 or something.
Yeah, and I one of the ways I make money is I do these coaching calls for social media marketing.
Yeah.
And I had to be back by 9. So by the time we got back, we grabbed some food on the way back though, right?
You grabbed satay sticks down.
That's right. We were pretty full by that point.
We were very full because we'd had lunch at like 2:30, 3 o'clock. We'd had a pretty full meal.
Grabbed some satay sticks. We got back, basically just unwound. You
Pretty
basically
much
jumped on
just
TikTok,
bedtime,
and then the kids did the schooling. And then yesterday was a pretty lazy day.
Yeah, we really had to catch up on some work and some homeschooling because we hadn't done anything the day before. So yesterday was pretty much knuckle down and work and school. And then the kids really wanted to go in the swimming pool, so I took them down there for about an hour or so.
And then today, we are catching up with the Hutchinsons again this evening.
Yep.
Because this is their last day in Malaysia until they head off on their next adventure to China. So make sure to tune in for that. Let's talk about how the school's been going. How have the boys been going with school?
Schooling has been 100 times better than when we started last year. This time last year, we were flailing around. We had all these programs that we had, and we didn't really have a schedule, and it took us a good while to get organised. But this year, we've come out the gate, and we pretty much have a set timetable. They have a set system. So we've gone with a system called Kinetic Education, and we actually get a physical tutor that looks at all of their things. So they schedule a week in advance for English and maths, and the kids just have to finish all that within the week. And then by the end of the week, they look at the reporting, and then they schedule the next stuff for the next week. So, and then I supplement some extras with homeschooling and a block.
Yeah, which is paper, right? Which has been really good for them.
Yeah, so we supplement extras by like handwriting and physical like questionnaires and things like that, because paperwork is completely different to computer work, and you really still need to be learning handwriting and stuff like that. So that's how we supplement that. And then we just do a few other bits and pieces, like if we're out and about, we ask some questions at museums and get them to think outside the square.
But yeah, the schooling's an interesting one because we get asked all the time about it. And, you know, I know a lot of families that travel like this, they do solely digital-based curriculums, so school curriculums, which is fine. But we found last year that the boys were really struggling to write, like handwrite. try. So we're incorporating a little bit more pen and paper in this year.
Yeah.
And also just gives them, sometimes when you can touch and feel something and hold it, you can retain the information better. So we're giving that a try. It seems so far so good.
Yeah.
Bit of a few tears today, you know, like it's a big shift from going for 6 weeks without doing any schooling over the Christmas break to back doing schooling. You know, the boys are back to going, oh, I don't know how to do this. I don't. So we just keep saying you do know. And if you don't, there's no such thing as you can't. It's more just so we got to keep practicing. So we're working on that at the moment. So there's been some frustrating moments. I sit there on my computer at work and I can hear Pauline getting frustrated and I can hear the kids getting frustrated. Sometimes Riley has a tendency to cry sometimes if he is sort of overwhelmed, and we just give him a bit of a break.
His favourite saying is "I don't know," and that drives me crazy.
But we're working on it. You know, this is a work in progress. This is why we wanted to make this, you know, document this side of it, because it's the bit that no one talks about. This is the real stuff.
Yeah.
And then as far as work goes, it's been good. You know, it's been in a bit of an adjustment getting back to working off a table in the middle of the lounge room and bits like that.
With everything else going on.
On around, and we've lost a couple of days hanging out with the Hutchinsons. But we're back into the swing of now and getting back into the groove. And Pauline's currently working through a TEFL certification, which is a big job, obviously.
Half assignment.
Last assignment, and she's chipping away at that. So hopefully when she does that, she can contribute a little bit and do TEFL, which is like teaching English. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes. But yeah, that's basically what we've been up to. Next week, we haven't really got anything planned. I've got to go see a doctor on Friday, so I'm going to document that on TikTok. And then next week, we'll just play it by ear.
Yeah, you never know. We might go to Splash Mania because there's still that free shuttle bus for a few days.
And then also, if you're seeing this, until the 10th, Sunway Lagoon has annual memberships for 198 ringgit a person.
Yeah, down from like 800 ringgit a person.
So we'll be getting that. We'll be getting an annual membership because when we're back in June, we'll be able to take advantage of that. And also, I really want to go bowling because we went to past the bowling alley.
Bowling is so cheap here.
Yeah, it was like $3.
$4.
$3 or $4. Crazy.
$3 if you're before 4 p.m, $4 if you're after 4 p.m. Ridiculous.
So we're gonna do some bowling this week. I want to get the boys to do that.
Yeah.
And then we'll just be grinding it out. So
we also got to watch last night the roller coaster in Tunnels.
Oh yeah. We actually got to see the roller coaster. We've been past it a lot.
Yeah.
But we've never actually seen the roller coaster run. There's never been anyone on it. But we got to see it run, and I was making a TikTok as it was doing it, and it went past us as I was talking, which was really cool. So if you haven't yet, go and join our TikTok. That's more the day-to-day fun, interesting stuff. But we want to keep doing this. You know, even if no one listens to this or watches this, that's fine. We're doing it mainly for ourselves. And we want to just have a real day-to-day what it's like to be traveling like this.
Yeah.
So that if you're thinking of doing it, or if you're just interested in what happens behind the scenes of all these travel vloggers, you got something to watch. So guys, thank you so much. I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Pauline.
And we'll catch you all on the horizon.